Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Jamala Arland. She is President and CEO, U.S. Life Insurance at Genworth. Jamala, it's fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
It's great to be here with you, Judy.
Thank you. So now, Jamala, tell me, what is Genworth Cost of Care survey?
One of the first steps in making a plan for your aging journey is understanding your care options and understanding the cost. So since 2004, Genworth has been conducting our flagship Cost of Care survey, and to do exactly that, help families navigate and figure out how to make a plan for the aging journey. There are not a lot of resources available for consumers to make that plan. And ultimately, what's special about the Genworth Cost of Care survey is that it helps connect the conversation from cost to quality. And then within the spectrum of quality, taking the conversation from the basics of safety to person-centered care, which is really about care for who you are as an individual. And ultimately, it's about humanity.
What would you say was interesting about this year's survey?
What we've seen for the last few years is that cost trends have been increasing. And year over year, what we saw in the survey is that continuing, especially in home care. In the home care setting, what we saw was that costs increased about 7 to 10%. So to take the average, to take the median cost of care to about $70,000 to $75,000 in broad dollars. And why this is significant, what we've learned from paying over 400,000 claims and 30 billion in claims is that people want to have their care in the home. In the facility side, what we saw is that care trends increased about 1 to 5%, taking the average median cost of care from $100,000 to $115,000 in broad strokes. And that increase is significant because since 2001, we've seen about a 20% increase in the cost in facilities. That's really driven by inflation and also a restabilization of the housing market. Ultimately, the most critical driver of cost and care increases is a shortage of care workers.
Jamala, why is it important for families to know this information?
It's a full circle moment, the conversation about care. When you're growing up, when you're a teen, you have a conversation with you have the talk with your parents. And as they age, having the talk with them about their aging journey is really important. Both of those conversations can be awkward and challenging and difficult to have, but it's important not to delay because, making a plan, thinking about the financial impact is really important. Ultimately our hope with the Genworth Cost of Care survey, consistent with our mission, is to help families start that conversation, to put in place a plan for care that they want to meet their goals when they're aging, and then ultimately to really create peace of mind.
Jamala, thank you so much for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you.